Have you ever wondered what retirement really looks like? It's a question that often swirls around in our minds as we navigate through the hustle and bustle of life. We envision serene beaches, leisurely afternoons, and a freedom that we've yearned for in our working years. But what if I told you that the picture you've painted might not be entirely accurate? You see, retirement is not just a long vacation, it's a significant life transition, a new chapter that requires careful planning and preparation. It's about understanding the realities, some of which may not be as rosy as you'd hoped. And that's exactly what we're going to talk about today. The 6 truths we're about to discuss may be uncomfortable. They might even be a little unsettling. But they're absolutely essential for you to understand if you want to navigate this new phase of life with confidence and ease. We'll be shedding light on the aspects of retirement that are often brushed under the carpet, the ones that people don't talk about at dinner parties or family gatherings. But these are the realities that can make or break your golden years. Remember, knowledge is power. By understanding these truths, you're equipping yourself with the tools necessary to make informed decisions about your future. And isn't that what we all want? To be in control of our own lives, to chart our own course, to live our retirement years the way we've always dreamed of. So, I encourage you to keep an open mind as we embark on this journey. It may be a bumpy ride, but it's one that's well worth it. Because at the end of the day, it's your retirement we're talking about. It's your life. Let's dive into the 6 uncomfortable truths about retirement you need to hear. The first uncomfortable truth is that retirement isn't always the dream you expect it to be. Imagine this. You've worked diligently for decades, saving every penny, dreaming of that perfect day when you can finally hang up your work boots and sip margaritas on a sun-soaked beach. But what if, when that day finally comes, it doesn't quite live up to your expectations? Retirement, like every other phase of life, has its own set of challenges. It's not always about leisurely strolls in the park or endless rounds of golf. There will be days when you miss the structure that work provided, the sense of purpose that came with completing a project, or the camaraderie of coworkers. Remember, retirement is a major life transition, and it's not uncommon to experience a range of emotions, including boredom, loneliness, and even a sense of loss. You've spent the better part of your life in a work-centered routine, and breaking away from it can be tough. Moreover, there's the financial aspect to consider. Without the regular income that you once had, you might find yourself worrying more about money than you did during your working years. Even if you've saved diligently, unexpected expenses can crop up that can throw your budget off balance. And then there's health. As we age, our bodies invariably go through changes which might limit our abilities to do the things we love or had planned for retirement. All this is not to rain on your retirement parade, but to shed light on the realistic side of this phase of life. It's not all doom and gloom, of course. There's plenty of joy and freedom to be found in retirement, but it's important to approach it with a balanced perspective. Retirement is a journey, not a destination. It's a new chapter in your life that deserves careful planning, not just financially, but emotionally and socially as well. Knowing this, it's crucial to set realistic expectations for your retirement. The second uncomfortable truth is that retirement can be more expensive than you think. Picture this. You've spent your entire life working diligently, and now you're finally at the stage where you can hang up your boots and enjoy the fruits of your labor. You've saved up, you've invested, and you've calculated your expenses to the last dime. But here's the catch. Retirement might throw a curveball at you in the form of unexpected costs. Now let's not get tangled in despair. We're here to shed light on these potential unseen expenses, not to scare you. So let's dive right in. Firstly, the cost of healthcare. It's no secret that as we age, our health becomes more of a concern. Regular checkups, medications, potential surgeries, these are all realities we may face. And the cost of healthcare isn't getting any cheaper. In fact, it's one of the fastest rising costs we face today. Then there's inflation. The dollar you have today will not hold the same value in 10, 20, or 30 years. The cost of living will go up, and your retirement savings need to account for that. And what about those dreams you've been nurturing? Perhaps you've always wanted to travel, to see the world. Or maybe you want to take up a new hobby, or even go back to school. These pursuits, while enriching and fulfilling, come with their own price tags. Let's not forget about home maintenance. If you own your home, there's always the potential for unexpected repairs or updates that can add up quickly. Even if you don't own a home, rent or assisted living costs can be quite substantial. And finally, the potential need for long-term care. Whether it's in-home care or a nursing home, these services can be expensive and are often not fully covered by insurance. The point here is not to cause panic, but to prepare. Awareness is the first step towards resolution. By understanding these potential costs, you can plan and adjust your saving strategy accordingly. So, plan your finances wisely for a comfortable retirement journey. The third uncomfortable truth is that retirement can be lonely. This might come as a surprise to those eagerly looking forward to days free of work and full of relaxation. However, it's a reality that many retirees face. You see, during our working years, our lives are filled with social interactions, whether it's chatting with colleagues by the water cooler, attending team meetings, or simply saying hello to the receptionist every morning. These daily encounters may seem trivial, but they play a significant role in keeping us socially connected. When we retire, these regular interactions abruptly come to a halt. The phone calls and emails slow down, the meetings disappear, and suddenly, we may find ourselves spending a lot of time alone. And this can lead to feelings of loneliness and isolation. Retirement can also bring about a sense of loss. We often tie our identities to our careers, and when that's gone, it can feel like we've lost a part of ourselves. This can be a difficult transition and may add to the feelings of loneliness. But here's the thing, retirement doesn't have to be a lonely journey. It's an opportunity to redefine who we are and what we want our lives to look like. It's a chance to explore hobbies we didn't have time for during our working years. Perhaps you've always wanted to learn to paint, or maybe you're passionate about gardening. Now is the time to dive into these interests. It's also a time to strengthen existing relationships and forge new ones. Reach out to old friends, make new ones, join social groups, volunteer in your community. There are countless ways to stay socially engaged during retirement. So while it's true that retirement can be lonely, it's also true that it's within our control to change that. We can choose to embrace this stage of life with all its challenges and opportunities. Therefore, it's important to maintain social connections and find new hobbies during retirement. The fourth and fifth uncomfortable truths are that your health can decline and you might live longer than you think. Let's dive into the fourth truth, a reality that many of us prefer not to confront. Our health can decline as we age. It's not something we like to think about, but it's a fact of life. Our bodies, as resilient and robust as they may have been in our youth, naturally wear down over time. Chronic illnesses may creep in, mobility can become limited, and our mental faculties might not be as sharp as they once were. These are not pleasant things to consider, but they are part of the reality of growing older. So why is this an uncomfortable truth? Because it means we need to plan for this in our retirement. We need to factor in potential healthcare costs, consider the possibility of needing long-term care, and think about how we'll maintain a good quality of life even if our health isn't what it used to be. Now, on to our fifth truth. You might live longer than you think. Advancements in healthcare and technology mean that we're living longer than ever before. While this is fantastic news, it also presents a challenge when it comes to retirement planning. It means we need to ensure that our retirement savings can sustain us for potentially 2 or 3 decades, maybe even longer. This might sound daunting, but it's not necessarily a bad thing. It simply means we need to be proactive, to plan and save accordingly. Remember, retirement isn't just about surviving, it's about thriving, enjoying those golden years to the fullest, and having the financial security to do so. So, the fourth and fifth uncomfortable truths about retirement are stark reminders of the importance of planning. They underscore the need to prepare for potential health challenges and the possibility of a long life. So, taking care of your health and planning for a long life are key aspects of retirement. The sixth uncomfortable truth is that you may have to work longer than you planned. Retirement for many is seen as a well-earned respite after decades of hard work, a time to kick back, relax, and enjoy the fruits of your labor. However, the reality can often be different from this idyllic picture. One of the harsh realities is that you might have to work longer than you initially planned. Why is that, you might ask? Well, there are several reasons. The first one is financial. The cost of living is rising, and so are healthcare costs. Your savings and pension might not stretch as far as you think. This means that some of us might need to continue working to keep up with these costs. On top of that, people are living longer. A longer lifespan means more years to fund. If you retire at 65 and live until 95, that's 30 years of expenses to cover. Some people might not have enough saved up to support themselves for that long. The second reason is social. Work provides a structure and a sense of purpose. When that's gone, some retirees find themselves feeling lost or bored. Working part-time or volunteering can help fill that void and provide a sense of fulfillment. Lastly, the nature of work has changed. In the past, many jobs were physical, and people had to retire when they physically couldn't do the work anymore. But now, with more jobs being desk-bound or online, age is less of a factor. This opens up the possibility of working longer. I know, it's not what you want to hear. After all, you've been looking forward to retiring and finally having time for yourself. But the truth is, retirement might not look exactly how you pictured it. However, this doesn't mean you can't enjoy your retirement. It just means that you might need to adjust your expectations and plans. Instead of seeing it as a negative, see it as an opportunity. An opportunity to keep active, both mentally and physically, and to continue contributing to society. Therefore, it's crucial to be flexible and open to changes in your retirement plans. So, these are the 6 uncomfortable truths about retirement. Let's take a moment to reflect on what we've explored today. The retirement landscape is not always as rosy as we'd like to imagine. It's filled with potential pitfalls, unforeseen circumstances, and often the unexpected. It's a journey that requires careful planning, foresight, and a dash of courage. Firstly, we learned that retirement might last longer than we think. With advancements in healthcare and lifestyle changes, life expectancy continues to rise. This means we need to plan for a longer period of financial self-sufficiency than previous generations. Secondly, we discovered that healthcare costs in retirement can be a significant financial burden. It's crucial to factor these costs into our retirement planning to ensure we're not caught off guard. The third truth is about the unpredictability of the stock market. It's a reality that we cannot control the market trends, but we can control our response to them. Building a diversified portfolio and sticking to a long-term plan can help weather these uncertainties. We also discussed the 4th and 5th truths, which are about the potential of outliving our savings and the impact of inflation. These truths underline the importance of having a realistic and robust financial plan in place. Lastly, we touched on the 6th truth, that retirement might not be as leisurely as we dream. It's essential to keep ourselves mentally and physically active to enjoy a fulfilling retirement life. These truths might be uncomfortable to confront, but they are crucial to understand and prepare for. By being aware of these realities, we can make informed decisions about our retirement planning. And remember, you're not alone in this journey. Share this video with your friends, family, or anyone who could benefit from this information. Let's spread the knowledge and help each other prepare for a better retirement. Remember, knowledge is power. Being aware of these truths can help you prepare for a better retirement. Until next time, stay informed and take control of your future.